We have a question here where suppose 3 misprints are randomly distributed throughout a book of 500 pages. Find the probability that a given page contains exactly 3, less than 3, 4 or more misprints. This is from a model question paper. Okay. Now, actually, if you just see, this is number of pages are what? Number of pages are 500. So obviously it is more, isn't it? Now they have what quantity they have given. So n is larger and number of pages cannot be like a fractional value. It should be a whole number value. So obviously it belongs to discrete first. And n is larger means it belongs to which distribution has to be applied?
Poisson's distribution.
Poisson's distribution. Okay. But for Poisson, you need either m or you need n into p. Am I right? N into p. So here, this is a little bit tricky problem. Just remember that here they have not given m actually. M. So m is nothing but average. Huh? Average. Am I right? What is m? M is mean. So mean m is nothing but mean. Usually how we do it? If I want to get the mean average of the students, we add everybody's marks and then divided by the
Students.
total number of students, isn't it? So here altogether, how many misprints are there? There are 300 misprints are there, and the book is 500 pages. So if I want to get the mean, means if I want to get the average, what I have to do then? Think about it.
300 divided by 500.
Very good. 300 divided by 500. All of you agree with this? See, in the whole book, it is being like 300 misprints are there. So on an average, on one page, if I want to get, see on, okay, 500 pages, you can say 500 pages, there are 300 misprints. On one page, how many means? Hope you know, in school, you used to do it like this. So same way, this is how I am going to get the mean or the average. Okay, so write down. M is number of misprints. Because here if you miss it, no, if your M value is wrong, your throughout example will be wrong. So do remember this. Number of pages, which is equal to 300 divided by 500. What is the value? 3 by 5
3/6.
0.6. Yes, this is M, which is fixed now because we are dealing with a misprint now. Okay, so now let us apply which distribution? Poisson's. So by Poisson's distribution, hope you remember, because there was a gap for 4-5 days. P of x is equal to what?
M raised to x, e raised to minus x divided by x.
E raised to minus m. Very important. If you miss it, your whole problem will be wrong. E raised to minus m. This is not exponential, this is Poisson's. Okay. So m raised to x, 0.6 raised to x, e raised to minus 0.6 divided by x factorial. Will you try solving the next parts? See, they are easy. They are going to be easy. So I want you to just solve it. Solve and tell me the answer. So I'll try to write it short. So we want exactly misprint. 3 misprints means exactly equal to 3. Isn't it? Yeah, put x equal to 3 and find out the value.
$0.0198.
Yes. Other same answer? So there is less chance, that is some 19%, you can say there is a chance that there will be exactly 3 misprints on the page. Okay. Take the second one, what it is? Less than 3, isn't it? Yeah, you should write in wording, sir, everything. It should give a correct meaning. So shall I take only less or shall I have to include equal to also?
Less than.
Only
less than.
Only less means how many values? There are 3 values, isn't it? Because we have to start from 0. Don't forget 0. This 0 will give you full marks. If you forget 0, marks will be deducted. Yeah. Do the calculation. You know how to do it. 0.6 raised to 0.
0.9767.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll just write the substitution. 0.6 raised to 2 divided by 2 factorial. In all the terms, e raised to minus m, which is 0. Minus 0.6 is common. What is the answer?
9769.
9769. Huh?
9.
Okay, 69. It's done.
688.
88. Okay, make it as 9. No problem. What about the last condition? What I have to take? X and 4? 4 or more misprints means greater than or equal to 4. Shall I take a complement or straightforward will help us? Never, because straightforward we don't know. Huh? 100% we have to take a complement. How many values are there in the complement? Less than 4 means 4 values, no? Because starting from 0. These values are actually there. See, x equal to 0 till 2 we have calculated here, and x equal to 3 is also calculated. Add it and subtract from 1. What is the answer? 0. This plus this minus 1 and attach a minus sign to the answer. No, not getting answer. 0. See, for calculation, if you take this much of time, no, very difficult to manage in 3 hours.
Zero point 0034.
Yeah, 003. I think 333.
Yes, ma'am. 3.
Make it as 3 then, because we cannot round it off. So this is about the thing. So tell me what about the 2 distributions? Is it clear? I have covered up almost all the variety of examples. See, this is very important because next internal what you are going to write is 100% probability. So if you if you have understood the concept, you can easily solve the example. Otherwise, it is really difficult. So read the question carefully. Decide the value of n first, whether it is taking whole number or a fractional value also. So if it is fractional, it belongs to the second category. But if it is whole number, if n value is less than 30, take the use of binomial, else we have to take the help of Poissons. Okay, let me take the next distribution. Anybody remembers? What is the name of that distribution? If suppose x is a continuous random variable, then we have 2 distributions in our study to take up. First one is exponential distribution. So suppose we have x to be a continuous random variable, then if suppose a function f of x, it is defined like this: alpha e raised to minus alpha x for x greater than 0 and 0 otherwise. Try to understand. Where alpha is greater than 0. Suppose a function f of x is defined like this. So here, what is the meaning x greater than 0? One more important thing, when you take this continuous random variable, what is the limit there? Where we have to take those values of x? It is on the whole real line.
Positive x.
It is from minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, means just see here, f of x dx from minus infinity to plus infinity, the value should be 1. Means what you define the function f of x should be defined on the real line. Are you getting it? So many points are there on that. Okay. Now, according to this function, if you just see, for x greater than 0 means I have to take, how can I take it on the real line? How can I take x greater than 0?
Less than 0 then.
No. What is the meaning x greater than 0 means what are the values?
Positive values, ma'am.
Positive. How I have to take? From which value onwards I have to take the value?
0.1, 0.2.
Yeah, like that. If this you can say like from here 0 onwards, isn't it? So x greater than 0 means if you take any value of x here between 0 to infinity, we have to take the function as alpha e raised to minus alpha x. Got it? And otherwise it is 0 means 0 otherwise means what is the meaning?
X less than or equal to.
Yeah, that's what here if you take between minus infinity to 0 means other interval on the real line, if you take at 0 to infinity, it is divided into two parts. In one part it is alpha e raised to minus alpha x. In the remaining any part you take, the value of the function is 0. If the function is defined like this, it is called as what? Exponential distribution. You can easily verify this condition. What is that? You can take this function and integrate it between minus infinity to plus infinity, 100% you will get the value as 1. Okay, we used to show this part and all because there was a derivation part of mean and deviation, but that is removed in the 18th syllabus. That's why just I'm telling you, this is already a PDF, and that PDF, if you take in this particular format, it is called as exponential distribution. See, many students get exponential distribution and Poisson's distribution confused. They get confused between these two. What I told you, is it a function of x, s or no? E raised to minus alpha x. Is it going to change when x changes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, obviously, because there is an x quantity here. So this is exponential. Now, when you take Poisson's, it is e raised to minus m. Now, again, don't change it to x and say that it is also a function. Huh? This is e raised to minus m, which is constant or a variable?
Constant, ma'am.
It's a constant. So this is Poisson's. So it is no name as exponential is there. Correct? So exponential name is there means you should have it as a function of x. Okay, please come out of the confusion. Because if you do mistake over there, then even I cannot help. Because if they see that a problem belonging to Poisson's, if you do it by exponential or vice versa, they will not see any part. Be clear with this. Okay. Now here, if for this exponential distribution, if you calculate mean m or mu, you can say it will come as 1 by alpha, and even if you calculate the standard deviation is also 1 by alpha. So can you guess what should be variance then? What is variance?
1 divided by square root of alpha.
No. Tell me correctly. Standard deviation is 1 by alpha. What is variance? That means still you cannot distinguish between variance and standard deviation relation. Tell me, I have given you standard deviation is 1 by alpha. What is variance? No? What is the relation between variance and standard deviation? Mahesh, Neena Hedappa. Variance is equal to, or what is standard deviation equal to? ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು. Please answer. What is standard deviation equal to? Statistics part.
Root of variance.
Square root of variance. So obviously what will be variance then? In terms of standard deviation. Isn't it? It is alpha square.
Yes, ma'am.
Then tell me what is this in terms of alpha? Still no idea. Standard deviation is 1 by alpha square. Remember this, at least this part is very important. For okay, just you want, you write down. For exponential distribution, mean is 1 by alpha and variance is 1 by alpha square. And variance is 1 by alpha square. Now straight away I'll start with examples on this. One important thing, what I'm going to take one example, no, the first one, this is one of the important one. I have seen this in model question paper as well as in previous question paper. They used to ask the same thing, same question only. Yeah, if you want, you put some 5 star. Just write down, in a certain duration, of a shower is exponentially distributed with mean 5 minutes, even though they don't change this 5 minutes also. What is the probability that, but if suppose they have changed it for your batch, you take like that. I'm just telling my previous experience. What is the probability that a shower will last for less than 10 minutes, 10 minutes or more? Okay, in this question, it is clearly given that it is exponentially distributed. Okay, means the duration, the time. See, I'll try to tell you that when you, okay, so shower, the water, what is falling from the shower, no, it is like, it is exponentially distributed, the time you can say. So it is like on an average, it is going to be 5 minutes. So what is the chance that a shower is going to last for less than 10 minutes or 10 minutes or more? This is the question. And one important thing, when you deal with continuous, there is no condition as exactly equal to. Okay, because exactly cannot be calculated in this. When we deal with the problems related to continuous, what we have to take when we want to calculate the probability values? Is it we have to take a summation? Is it we have, what we have to take? Which concept? When I'm finding the probability values, what mathematical operation I have to take? Is it a summation or different for continuous?
Integration.
Very good. It is an integration. So integration with limits we have to take. So if I take exactly 10 means it varies from 10 to 10. What happens if the upper and lower limits are same? What is the value of that?
0.
It becomes 0. So in case, okay, means we'll get the exact word only in case if when we are dealing with what? Discrete random variable. Are you getting? Why will not get it over here? Okay. So let us continue and just take this. See what they have given. It is exponentially distributed with mean as 5 minutes. Means which quantity they have given?
M.
M is equal to 5, right? What is the mean for exponential distribution? What it is?
Alpha.
1 by alpha.
It is 1 by alpha. That means they have given 1 by alpha. See, just see this function f of x. If you see this part, you can write this function very easily if you know the value of alpha, isn't it? Like in case of Poisson's distribution, in case of Poisson's, if you know only the value of m, isn't it, you could write the value because only m was required. And in case of binomial distribution, we wanted npq, 3 quantities, correct? Similarly, when you are dealing with exponential distribution, if you know what is alpha, easily you can calculate because x is going to change according to the given conditions. Am I right? Okay. Right now, given mean m, that is nothing but 1 by alpha, is given as 5. Am I right? Is this part clear? So what is alpha? If 1 by alpha is 5, what is alpha? Okay, write it as 1 by 5. 1 by 5 is 0.2. Yeah, take it. And one more thing, if you are getting more digits after this, better keep it as 1 by 5. No problem. Okay. Now, when alpha is there, can we write an exponential distribution for this example?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So by exponential distribution, tell me the standard format. F of x is equal to alpha e raised to minus alpha x for x greater than 0 and 0 otherwise. Am I right? This is what is the general format. Let us write it for our particular example. So what is alpha? Alpha is 0.2 e raised to minus 0.2x for x greater than 0 and 0 otherwise. Is this part clear? Nothing much. I just substituted for alpha, that's all. That means it is like this. On the real line, if you take from minus infinity to 0, what is the function defined as? 0. And between 0 to infinity, the function is defined as 0.2 e raised to minus 0.2x. If you take any value of x, which is positive. Okay, this is what it means. Okay, let us start with the condition. What is the first thing they have asked? Okay, you should write
Less
in wording.
than 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes, right. Probability that a shower will last for less than 10 minutes. Tell me, what is the condition I have to put between x and 10?
Less than.
Less than, that's all. So what is the meaning x less than 10 means? 10 is going to be upper limit or a lower limit?
Upper.
Upper limit. So what is the lower limit? Lower
0.
limit? No, first, when you deal with such problem, you should take minus infinity. When you take the whole distribution, no, it is defined from minus infinity to plus infinity only. So no lower limit means minus infinity. No upper limit given means?
Plus infinity.
Infinity. Okay. Now when we take the function, we have to take like that. So actually minus infinity to 10. So 10 you can say here. So this can be written as minus infinity to 0 plus 0 to 10 because at 0, no, the value of the function going to change. So this I will write like 0 to 10. Tell me between...
But it's time, right?
Huh?
I mean, it's time, right? It cannot be negative.
No, okay. In this problem, yeah, that's what I'm telling. See, when you just take for this example, I have to next take the step as 0 to 10. Here it is time. It may be different also. Okay. When I'm particularly applying this example, then I have to take from 0 to 10. What you are saying is right. But that if I take, that is not, I have to start from general concept. See. This is probability of x less than 10 means what? Upper limit is 10, lower limit is minus infinity. Then when I come to particular example, how f of x is defined, that time I have to take it as 0.
Yes, okay.
Hope I clarified, Tirthraj. Huh? Okay, now f of x. What is f of x between this? 0.2 e raised to minus 0.2x dx. Am I correct? No, nothing much, just integration. What is the integration of e raised to ax? Isn't it e raised to ax upon a? Have I written correctly? Yeah, 0 to 10. Is it not? This will go, every problem this happens in exponential. That quantity will get cancelled only. So this minus will come, don't forget it. So this is minus, then upper limit if you put e raised to minus 0.2 into 10 means e raised to minus 2, I guess. Correct? Minus x is 0 means e raised to 0 is 1. Better you take 1 minus e raised to minus 2 and tell me the answer. 100% answer should be 0 point. Huh? Calculate. Take 1 minus e raised to minus 2. That's all.
8647.
8647. Yes, correct. Others are getting same answer?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, all of you do try, huh? Otherwise it will be difficult, see, in exam to maintain calculation as well as understanding, solving and all. Okay, take the second condition. What is that? A shower should last for 10 minutes or more, no? 10 minutes or more. Means, what is the relation between x and 10 now?
Greater than or
Yes, greater than or equal to 10. So this is 1 minus 100% we have to take because I don't know the end timing. Huh? I don't know the end timing. It has to be taken as a complement. So isn't it we have just now calculated what is x less than 10? So no need to again integrate and do it. Take the same value. What is the answer?
0.1353.
Yes, 1353. I have seen that so many question paper, even they have not changed the mean, even they have not changed this 10 minutes also. Exactly same example they have asked. Okay. Yes. They are the simple ones. See what calculation is there, what integration, isn't it very, very simple thing. This is for 6 to 7 marks. Only 2 conditions. But main important, you need to remember the distribution correctly and apply properly. It comes only by practice and try to understand. And I suggest you for probability, go for only standard examples which are there in the question paper or which are there in the notes. Because if you go for more complicated, no, what happens? The things will be confusing. Right. So here they have given that the mean is 3 minutes. Means what is given quantity? Mean for an exponential distribution is what?
1 by alpha.
1 by alpha is given as 3. So obviously alpha is 1 by 3. Now can I take this like previous example as 0.333?
No.
No, don't take it, because what happens, that quantity, it's not ending up at 2 3s or 3 3s. It is continuous. So better keep it as 1 by 3. No problem. Otherwise your answer will be again, will not be more accurate. That is the thing. So apply exponential distribution. Always you should write the standard format. Okay, exponential distribution is given by f of x, which is equal to, if you want, even you can write only for x greater than 0. It is understood. For less than 0, it is 0. Okay, let it be. We'll write like that. So alpha is 1 by 3 e raised to alpha x for x greater than 0. Okay, sorry. Alpha is what? 1 by 3. Okay, and 0 otherwise. Nothing much, same standard distribution, exponential is being applied for this example. Take the first one. What they've asked? Probability that a call ends in less than 3 minutes. So this is probability of x less than 3. Only less than 3 we have to take. So again, the thing we have to take from upper limit is 3, lower limit is minus infinity. Now, according to this problem, it is defined as a non-zero quantity after 0 onwards, right? So obviously this is 0 to 3. Between 0 to 3, how is the function defined? It is defined as 1 by 3 e raised to minus 1 by 3x dx, correct? Hope clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is 1 by 3 integration e raised to minus 1 by 3x divided by coefficient of x minus 1 by 3. Limits are 0 to 3. So what happens here? 1 by 3 goes. Don't forget there is a minus here. Huh? Now upper limit if you take x is 3. 3 by 3 means, isn't it e raised to 1 minus 1? Lower limit if you put x as 0, e raised to 0 is 1. Again take 1 minus e raised to minus 1. You'll get the answer.
0.6321.
0.6321. Yes, correct. All of you operate the calculator. Later on, you won't be having the confidence. Huh? Okay, last, second part. Probability that a call takes between 3 and 5 minutes. Means what? So x is going to take the value between 3 and 5. So whether 3 and 5 to be included or no?
Included.
No, ma'am.
Between 3 and 5 means it is not included. And one more important thing, one plus point in continuous, no, it will not matter. Isn't it if I take equal to also the limits are 3 to 5 only. And if I don't take equal to also the limits are same. Okay. But between means usually it's not included. From 3 to 5 means you can include. So what I have to take? 3 to 5. Correct? F of x dx. Again I have to split the interval into any other part. Or I have to take same? No, it is because these both the values are positive. They are going to lie in the same thing. So the function is 1 by 3 e raised to minus 1 by 3x dx between 3 to 5. Again, same thing. When you integrate, 1 by 3 will be cancelled. Only substitute upper and lower limit and calculate it. 1 by 3 e raised to minus 1 by 3x upon minus 1 by 3 between 3 to 5. So minus e raised to minus upper limit x is 5 means 5 by 3 minus lower limit if you put 3 it is e raised to minus 1. Am I right? Answer.
0.179.
Yes, 0.179.